Thursday. For my new subscribers, welcome to the Fit Fam. Welcome to the foolishness. It is 3:56 in the morning. I'm on my way to the gym. If you don't know me, hi, my name is Maya, and I am your host of Motivation and Muscles with Maya Ting. Oh, and we have co-hosts. Coffee. Yes. Because I am that girl. And if I don't have coffee first thing in the morning, yeah. It's gotten to the point where when I officially wake up in the morning, I wake up with a little bit of a headache. And then once I get moving, I'm fine. But I have to have coffee before I get like the full-blown migraine headache, and who wants to go through that? So, I'm listening to the trial. Letitia Stouch? I think that's how you pronounce her name. Anyway, she's been deemed the evil stepmother. She killed her stepson, who was 11 years old. Let me be clear. I am a woman of a particular age. My kids are adults. I have a 22-year-old and a 28-year-old. I'm not about that kid life. Nope, I've been out of that stage for a long time. I was telling my husband last night, would I want to be a part of the nursery at church? No. Do I want to have a profession where I have to care for kids physically? No. It's not my ministry. We even talked about, because the topic was foster care last night at church. I don't want to foster any children. It's not my ministry. I don't have a need. I don't have a desire. Not a need, a desire. No. But one thing I would never ever do, and it's so funny because I work at a school with kids and people. But one thing I would never ever do is harm physically or mentally a person, or especially a child. I really want to be completely honest and tell you how I feel, but I don't know if YouTube is ready for that. I remember when my husband and I got together. We're a blended family. Now, this is my thing. I have boundaries. You know, because we were both previously married. He had kids. I had kids. I was not about raising his kids, and I made that known from the beginning. I don't want to raise your children, because I have been borderline traumatized raising my own too, and I didn't want to do it again. Plus, my husband at the time worked 16-hour days, so that would mean me caring for his kids all day on top of I didn't want to do it, and I told him, you know, because he had his own apartment at the time and I was living with my mom, it's like, basically, if you need to be with your kids that weekend, be with your kids. I'm not a part of your divorce, right? Handle your business with your kids, right? And not in fear that I was going to hurt or harm his kids. No, not at all. But because I just didn't have a desire to. And I think it's really interesting how women can be looked down upon because they don't have a desire to have children, take care of kids. It's bizarre to me. Those are the women we need to be commending. I know, like for a while, people was looking at Oprah a certain kind of way. Why don't you want to have any kids? Certain people don't want to have kids. And let me tell you something, for someone who has children, good for you. Because kids nowadays ain't no joke. Ain't no joke. And if you can't give the kids 110% of everything you have, don't have them. Don't do it. Don't take care of them. Don't do it. And I remember even at our wedding, my husband's oldest daughter came to me and said, "Oh, can I call you mom?" I said, "No." And it wasn't in a mean way. It was, you have a mom. You have a mom. Let's work on a friendship. Nah, you grown. You good grown. You already had 2 kids. Nah, it's no mom here. Nah, let's work on a friendship. Right? Let's work on a relationship. But in reference to my situation, I had firm boundaries. I was not going to be a babysitter. I was more interested in building a relationship than being I didn't want the kids dumped on me because my husband, boyfriend at the time, had to work. Nah, we're not doing that. And in turn, I never did it to him. Now, granted, my oldest one was already in the military and out the house. But Bird, the youngest one, yeah, although she was 15, 14, something like that, you would never. Because when you're dating, you're still vetting people. That's the whole purpose of dating. Nah. And there were a few times where my husband was like, can you watch the younger ones? And I was like, no. And he was mad because he thought, well, we're dating, we're engaged, no, that's not what that means. Because at that particular time, like, I had a little bit of freedom because my youngest one was older and his younger ones were younger. And I reserve the right to say no. And not because I was going to abuse these kids, no. It's because, listen, I had already done the 6, 7, 8 year. I wasn't interested. Now, you catch me on a good day, and I know this is an unpopular opinion. I get it. But I know somebody right now who has small children. I'm talking about 4 and 5 years old in a new relationship with a guy who does not have any kids. And she's already put him in, in a place, in a position where he's responsible for them. Getting them ready for school in the morning, giving them a bath, seeing them to school, make sure to get to school on time. And all of that I wouldn't do it. What are you looking for? Are you looking for a potential mate? Or are you looking for a babysitter? Yeah. You looking for help? You pay the help. I'm looking more for a relationship. Don't just dump your kids off on me. I'm not about that life. Because once you build a relationship, you build trust, you build love, you build a connection. You didn't give birth to these kids. So these are things that need to be built over a period of time. You just don't start dating someone, meet their kids, and oh my goodness, I love you. That's not how it works. It's not like when you gave birth to your own biological child or adopted a child and the child is brand new. The expectation and the expectancy of a baby, and the baby is put on your chest and you're full of love and this, that, and the other. That wasn't built. That wasn't established when you have... Why There's nobody here. When they're not biologically yours, it's different. It has to be built over a period of time. And let me know if you disagree. I would love to hear it. But I also been burnt a couple times dating guys with kids. Yeah, it's a whole no for me. It's a no. Those things have to be built. And I'm big on that. With this Letitia Stouch girl, I don't even know. But she killed that boy. And she tortured him. It makes me sick to my stomach. So when women come on the scene and they say, I don't want kids, I give you a clap. When they say, no, I don't want to watch your kids, I give you a hand clap. Listen to these women when they say that. Now I understand why men don't really want to be bothered with some women who have kids. I get it. It's a lot. Especially like in my situation where my husband's ex-wife is a little not stable in the brain. Yeah, I ain't want no part of what they had going on. I didn't want to be in the middle of that. Y'all figure that out with them kids and leave me out of it. Leave me out of it. And as a matter of fact, yeah, I want no parts of it. And my husband had to get all of that foolishness straightened out. And she still try. After all these years, she still try. Like when she can't get a hold of my husband, she'll call me. Or she'll text me. And I finally had to block her. And then I told my husband, you better handle that. I'm not involved with y'all mess. Tell her, or if I gotta tell her, it's gonna be a problem. But you better tell her, when you can't get in contact with me, don't contact Maya. I'm not your intercessor. Nah. And I told my husband, you better tell her. Stop involving me with y'all stuff. I don't care. He says, I'll handle it. And he handled it. Not to mention she blocked. Don't call me. It's not an emergency. And if it's an emergency, you know what you do? You call 911 when it's an emergency. You think because you call him one time and you can't get him, oh my goodness, so you call Maya? Nope. Call him again, text him. He might be working. He'll get back with you, and he does every time. I could do a whole thing on these stepchildren and dating people with children. I could do a whole thing, but YouTube is not ready. You go into these situations with every intention to be the best step parent. You do. But it's a lot that you're dealing with. And it's a lot of stuff that you can't undo. When you go in there and, because see, I used to be a fixer. Preface on the word, used to be a fixer. Oh my goodness. Let me help in this area. And let me give them resources for this, that, and the other. And then when things don't seem to change, this was me, because I had a God complex. You be all frustrated and anxious and upset and what? Yeah, how about this? That's the way you and your family do things. Y'all do that over there. Mm-mm. Let me tell you something. In my school, we have a little over 9,000 students. I have over 9,000 children to deal with. And I have to deal with them face to face today, tomorrow, and next Thursday and next Friday, because there's testing. So what that means is my kids are grown. I can't deal with no other little babies. I have to make sure that I am my best self. So when I deal with these children at my school, I can give them my best self. I can be there to edify, uplift, correct when I need to, hug them when I need to. You know what I'm saying? Encourage them. Encourage their parents. But these little outside stuff, being a nursery at church, I can't do it. It's only so much my bandwidth will allow me. These kids hit different in 2023. And I know we say that, but really, these kids ain't been right since the 2000s. It's been a change. Yeah, I'm not going to get many likes on this one. I ain't going to even ask for it. Always supposed to love the children. Yes, love the children. But understand thyself first. Let me go. It's 4:11. I'm coming here early because I have to get home early. Because I have to proctor testing today. Coffee is down. Let me put my purse away. But that Letitia Stouch need to be under the doggone jail. Under it. Under it. She's an awful, she did an awful thing. Awful thing. Terrible. All right, you guys. I gotta go. Oh, I need lip gloss. I'll see y'all later for the bicep challenge. But that's gonna be later on. Yeah. I love you guys. And I will see you guys later. Peace.